Hey everyone, hope you're all having a great day right before the big game tomorrow, Super Bowl Sunday. And today we're going to take a look, we're going to unbox and take a look at the Yi M1 mirrorless camera that I just got from Amazon. So I will put a link in the description as well as another link from a fellow YouTuber by the name of Chris, who has a channel called Revolution with an RV.me. And his video, the one that I watched, is the one that made me finally decide on getting this phone, because he's the only one who did a review on this camera for he had like a whole year of user experience with the camera. And that's what made me decide to get this. So what is Yi right here? Yi stands for Young Innovators. It also is a sister company. It used to be a subsidiary, I don't know if I'm saying that right, of Xiaomi. And if you guys don't know who Xiaomi is, Xiaomi makes like smartphones. They make pretty damn good smartphones for a very good price that is very competitive. As a matter of fact, right now I believe Xiaomi, as of 2018, the end of 2018 or something, was like the fourth largest smartphone manufacturer. And I think in China they're either number one or number two. Either Huawei is number one or Xiaomi is number one. They also make laptops and other products. The Yi branding, they have a very hot selling action cam that competes with the GoPro, and it actually won a bunch of awards for their action camera that competes with the GoPro. I think they were one of the first companies, Yi is, that came out with the 4K action cam, maybe even before GoPro did. So if you guys saw my previous review or unboxing of the camera I got before this, it was supposedly a 4K, but it wasn't a true 4K, and then I had other problems and issues. You can see that in the. I'll probably put a link in that video somewhere around here. But the previous camera I got, the Andor, I just had so many issues with it. But the main thing was that the image quality was not very good on that Andor. And if you guys saw that previous video, I was thinking of getting the Panasonic Lumix FZ80. Upon further research, I found out that the Panasonic Lumix FZ80 is a bridge camera. So basically, you have four types of cameras. You have your compact cameras. Those are like, your super small, light, compact. They're small cameras. They're on the go. But compact cameras, they don't have much features, and some of them, the quality of the pictures, because the lenses are not as good as some of your DSLRs, they're not going to be as good of a quality, and they don't record as good of videos as some other cameras like your DSLRs. Your next up is your bridge camera, and that's what the Panasonic FZ80 was a bridge camera, and it had pretty good reviews. It was one of the few bridge cameras that actually recorded video in 4K. So it was future proofed. It had Wi-Fi connectivity and stuff like that. But what made me decide to get this over the Panasonic was that this is a mirrorless camera, which is the next up, is mirrorless camera, and then you have your DSLRs. So what is a mirrorless camera? A mirrorless camera, first of all, let's talk about DSLRs. DSLRs stands for digital single reflex. And DSLRs are bigger than a mirrorless camera because a DSLR has a mirror inside the camera to reflect the light or image coming off of the camera lens, and then it bounces it into a prism and then onto the camera sensor. A mirrorless camera is just that. It doesn't have the mirror inside of the camera. All you have is the camera sensor and the and then the processor that makes the pictures. So the mirrorless cameras are smaller, and from based off of what I've researched, if you want to do video recording, they're better for video recording. The best example of a mirrorless camera is your own smartphone. You guys are probably have a mirrorless camera in your hand right now. If you're watching this video on your smartphone is a mirrorless camera because the phone just has the lens and then the image sensor. Now, speaking of image sensors, this Yi camera uses a Sony IMX269 image sensor, and it's the same sensor that's used in more expensive cameras like your Panasonic Lumix G8 and Olympus Pen F, and those two cameras are almost, or could be, over $1,000. They're like under $1,000 with just the body, and that doesn't even include the lens. And so here's another thing why I picked this over the Panasonic, because I found out the Panasonic, it had a really good optical zoom. I had like a 60x zoom, but I figured, am I going to be using that zoom a lot? Probably not. But the Panasonic did not have interchangeable lens. This Yi has interchangeable lens. As a matter of fact, it uses the Micro Four Thirds camera lens system, and it's a standardized system used in a bunch of mirrorless cameras and also in DSLRs, and you can get adapters for older camera lenses. So you're looking at, they say, over more than 50 extra lens that you can use with this Yi camera. So you can buy all kinds of different lens for this camera lens. Another thing is this camera was a Red Dot Design Award winner in 2017. And if you guys see the Amazon page that you guys I linked you guys to, it got mixed reviews. And if you watch a lot of YouTube videos on this camera, it had pretty mixed reviews. But if you pay attention, a lot of the reviews that were done earlier that were kind of negative were mostly about the autofocus and some other stuff. But since this camera came out in 2017, now it's 2019, there have been, like, I think 3 more firmware upgrades. So I believe Yi is listening to their customers and also the reviews. And with each firmware upgrade, I believe it's in firmware 3.1 now. We will find out when we unbox this. But from the last firmware, they seem to fix a lot of the issues that gave this a negative or mixed review. And another thing is, this has an app where you can download like templates to show you how to guide you on how to shoot photos and who knows, maybe even videos. So I think that is it. Let's enough talking. It's like almost 10 minutes of talking and I haven't even unboxed this, so let's unbox it. So here it is. It's just a plain black box with the Yi brand right there. Nothing on the sides. There's a barcode right here. Right here in the back is where you have all your specs. So you can pause that and read it for yourself. And I am recording this video on my Samsung Galaxy Note 9. And like I said, half of my videos are recorded on my Note 9. The other half was on my Sony CX330 HD camcorder. But the thing I didn't like with that camcorder is that if you want the best quality videos, it records them in AVCHD, and then when you have to convert AVCHD to MPEG so it's YouTube friendly, the quality of the videos like go down. So this camera records, like I said, in up to 4K, and then that's true 4K, and it records them in MP4. So I gotta cut this tape, so I'll be right back. I gotta get a knife. Okay, so we just cut the tape, and you open up the flap, and here it is. So yeah, this is it. Wow, this is nice. You have like styrofoam right here to keep the camera and the lens protected, and more styrofoam right here. So like I said, the one that I got was the one with two lenses, and here it is. I think one is a macro lens and the other one is a regular wide angle lens. And then you have the camera itself. When this first came out in 2017, the price for this whole kit right here with the camera, the body, and the two lenses was almost $700, like $699, I believe. Now you can get it on Amazon for $299, and that's on Amazon Prime. And like I said, this uses the Sony IMX 269 image sensor, which is one of their more recent, their newest sensors. And Panasonic Lumix G8 and Olympus Pen F both use the IMX sensor as this one. And those, for just the body, not without any lenses, you have to order the lenses separately, will cost you almost $1,000. So this is a very good deal. And so this won a Red Dot Design Award. And we'll walk through the camera in a little bit. It probably, because a lot of people say it looks like the Leica camera. I don't know if the Leica was a mirrorless. So you got the camera right here. We got the two lenses. And right off the bat, they feel pretty good build quality. The camera, a lot of people say it's pretty light, but compared to my camcorder, it's probably just as heavy as the camcorder that I have. And I'm going to compare it with the camcorder in a little bit. So what else do we have in the box? We have you have a cleaning cloth for the lenses. You have your manuals and your warranty card right here. So you have that. And look, it comes with a charger. The Andor that I got did not come with that charger, and it didn't come with the charging cable, and that's another reason why I returned it, because the cable that I had to use with it wouldn't let me transfer files. And then here is a carrying strap for the camera, and it is, let me see, yep, that's not CGI, folks. This is genuine leather. A genuine leather strap. And then you have your battery, and this is, let's see, 900, come on, note 9, focus, 900 milliamp hour, 7.7 volt, 6.93 wattage. Okay, so you got your battery. The Andor, when I got it, the battery was already inside and the lens was already attached, so I knew that couldn't have been a brand new product, and that's probably the other reason why I was having issues with it. So is there anything else in the box? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Right in this little flap right here is your charging and data cable, and this is I believe this is probably micro USB like other products. I don't think it's USB-C. It'd be nice if it was USB-C. Yeah, it's micro USB. So you got your cable. So that's pretty good, huh? For $300, you already get two lenses, like a macro lens and a wide angle lens. You get the camera, you get your instruction manuals and your warranty card, the battery, the charger, the cable to charge the camera, and from what I watched and read, you can use this while it's still charging. You get a carrying case and you get a microfiber cloth. That is quite a steal right there, folks. And like I said, this uses the Sony IMX image sensor that is in your more expensive mirrorless cameras that are like almost $1,000 for just the body itself and not any kind of lens. You have to order the lens separate, and you can use. I've seen videos where they were using the Lumix lenses for this from Panasonic, the Canon lenses. So this is going to be nice. I already looked at other lenses on Amazon that I might get in the future. So this is awesome. So let's put these things aside and let's walk through the camera. Okay, I'm going to put the lens aside. Let's walk through the camera. So of course, right here up the front, you have the Yi branding. And this is where a lot of people say it looks like the Leica, because the Leica branding was also in red. And I'll put a picture of that in this unboxing so you guys can compare them. And one of the things that I liked about this is that it does have this hot shoe. I just found out this is called the hot shoe. And there it is right there. So you can attach flash, because it does not have a built-in flash. That was the one negative on this. It doesn't have a built-in flash. And it doesn't have a microphone input, so that kind of sucks. But from watching the videos on this and the video samples, the sounds seem pretty good. If I have to, I'll just input the sound later on from my smartphone or other device. So one of the reasons why I got this too is that I can use this LED right here, the Viltrox LED light. Now, when I'm doing videos for you guys, I can get better lighting by using this on the hot shoe. And right there, you can see it attaches just like that. You see? Okay. So, this is Wi-Fi and Bluetooth compatible Bluetooth Lite. The same Bluetooth function that's in your Note 9 with that S Pen. And the other thing why I liked about this is it wasn't too complicated as far as learning how to use it. If you want the system right here, the way they explained it, it's almost like using your smartphone when your smartphone camera, but with more manual features, so you can get into more detail on this. So I believe right here is your record button, and here's a dial for like your different functions. So you have like automatic, which is right here. I don't know what all these other ones are, but one is for manual, as you can see. And then from what I've watched from Chris at revolution.me, the one with the 1 year review, he recommended to put it on P right there on the P setting. And then right here is another dial, I guess, that you can do for like when on the fly recording or camera captures. And then right up top here is your shutter button. So this is the LCD screen. It's a 3-inch LCD screen. And right here is your playback button and also your back button and menu button down here, or home button. Right here on the side, right here on this side, has very good grip. It's like very good grip. So for all you people with butterfingers, you're not gonna it shouldn't slip off of your hands. Another thing up on the front is this button right here for the release on your camera lens. Okay, now let's go to the side, and right here off to the side on, let's say, the left, if we're looking at this is right, this is left, right here on this side, you have your micro USB right here port. You have your SD card slot, and you have your mini or micro HDMI, or is it the other way around? Okay, no, this is USB, this is HDMI, and this is SD as it says it right there. Okay, so that's cool. On the bottom here, you have your mounting hole for your tripods, and then right here is where we put the battery. Right there. The Panasonic, it had the battery compartment and the SD card compartment all in the bottom, so that's pretty cool that this one, they're on separate, which is the way I would have preferred it. So let me put the battery inside this and let's see if we can power it on. Okay, so here is our 900 milliamp hour battery, and let's see. It looks like it goes in this way, I think. And does it snap into place? There you go. You have to turn this to open, turn it down, or yeah, turn it down, then turn it back up like that, and it locks into place. And on off. So let's turn it on. See if it has any juice. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think it'll turn on unless I put in an SD card and I put on one of the lens. So let's talk about the lens. So here's the lens. They're pretty lightweight, but they seem very good construction. Right here is your cap to protect the lens. Just like here on the camera, you have the cap. With mirrorless, you're going to have to be very careful because when you're swapping lens, because all you have right there is a sensor. You don't have the mirror to cover the sensor, and if you get dust or you get that sensor scratched or dirty, that's it. That's the end of your camera, pretty much. So you have to be very careful. Over here is, I guess this is the macro, or is this the main lens? Yeah, it says macro and normal. And this is Xiaoyi 42.5 millimeter 1 and 1/8. I think this is the one with the 1.8 sensor for normal and regular. And then this one is the this lens right here feels a little heavier. And then when says unlock, so I think this is the one where you can also go zoom. Or is it? Yeah. This is the wide angle. Or is it? I'm going to go look. I'm going to get an SD card, put it inside the camera, and so that way I know it'll power on if it has a charge, and then put this wide angle lens on there. So I'll be right back. Okay, so since I'm recording with my Note 8, let's do a quick size comparisons right off the bat. So here is my Note 4 compared to the camera. Here is a quarter. Let me see. Put the quarter right there. And here is my Sony CX330 Handycam with the extended battery. I was going to take the battery out, but it's a pain in the ass trying to put this extended battery back in. So just picture it without the battery like that, and it'll give you a size comparison right there. And like I said, the weight, this Handycam right here, whoa, I forgot to close the lens, is so much more lighter than this thing. Even with the extended battery, it's just a little bit heavier than the Yi. So that it's a pretty good quality. I heard the plastic is like it's a plastic body, but it's supposed to be scratch resistant, so that's good. And so I got the SD card in here. So that's our size comparisons. I just put in this SD card, so let's put on one of the lenses. So how do we do this? Should I read the manual first? Okay, so I think you have to line these these right here, these prongs or whatever, with this part right here. So, oh boy, let's see. There you go. And it snapped into place, and that has zoom also. What's going on here? Okay, and then let's remove our lens cap, and then let's power it on. See if there's any power. Come on. It turn on. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Shoot. Ah, God. I was pressing this for power. The power is right here. I just remembered from watching the videos. You flick this for the power. Or do you? I think I can hear it taking pictures. Okay. I think it's going on. No? Okie dokie. I'm going to read the manual. So here we are. We just powered it on. You have to open up this dial and then turn it clockwise. This thing right here. Okay. So here is the on-screen buttons, and we're going to go English and hit yes. And then we got to set our date. So let me do all this setup real quick, and I'll be right back. Actually, we're going to stay here so you guys can see how easy it is, or not easy. So you can just go here like this, and you can check the date. Today's the 2nd, 2019, right there. It's hard to see. Whoops. And the time is 2300. I think it goes in military time. 2300. For all you folks who don't know the military times, 2300 is 11 o'clock. And it's 11:20 right now in the evening as I am unboxing this. Just getting home. So it's 23:20, check. And there we go. And you see that? It says there's SD write protection. So I'm going to have to remove my card and put it on the not write protection. So let me show you guys how we turn it off. I guess we turn it off by pressing this button. No? You go counterclockwise and it turns off. Okay, there you go. So this is the toggle. You go counterclockwise, now it's off, and then to turn it on, you bring this lever in. So that's that. Okay, so I switched the SD card to be able to record or write, and then you hit that right there. See that LED go on, and here we go. We're back on, and there it is. So I guess this is automatic right now, and there's a little bit of power right there, but you can see I'm gonna have to charge the battery up. So we're just gonna do something real quick, and then end this video unboxing. So I just got this. This is a Black Web Galaxy Note 9 screen protector that I got off of Amazon. Off of Walmart. Actually, I was at Walmart and Best Buy today looking for some camera bags. So I'll probably review I got a Sony camera bag. Yi does have a camera bag for this camera, and it's like $70. So now I'm like, man, I'm as cheap as I am. I'm probably not going to get that right now. So I got a Sony bag for $30, and you can tap like to where you want it to focus. And so far so good. It looks pretty good, at least on my end. And actually, let's since we're here, because it doesn't seem to focus as good. What is this part? We're going to go through the menu. So you swipe, go to the menu. Let's see what firmware we're on. Anti-shake mode. Is that I guess this is anti-shake on and off. So that's off. I guess this would be on. And here we go, firmware info. It is still on firmware 1. So yeah, this is going to need to get upgraded. So what I'm going to have to do is update the firmware on this to the latest and greatest. And so to do that, I think I'm going to have to download the app. And to get the app, let me see. I forget how it was to get the app. It was somewhere in here, and then you do a QR code on your phone to get the app. Anyways, let's just go back. And man, I don't even know how to use this yet. So let's see. Oh, this is the C is the guide mode. You see that for your templates? You see that little so like for portrait. And S is, what is S? S is probably for a speed mode. I don't know. And then what is this? I'm gonna have to figure this out. But manual right there, and then I can focus. And it's not really focusing as good. But anyways, so that's without the firmware update. Click where I want it to focus, and these things are so quiet, I don't even know if there you go. Okay, did I take a picture? When you press the shutter once, and then I guess you press it again to take a picture, but I do not know if it took a picture. And then let's see if we can record a little sample. So I guess it's recording. Yeah, it is recording. So you guys will see this at the end of the video of the unboxing. Anti-shake is on, and I don't even know how to zoom on and off. So that is it for the unboxing. Right now I'm going to end this recording. Turn it off. There you go, it stopped. Okay, so that is it. I'm going to power it off and let it charge. See different. There you go. And figure out the lens and everything. So the next review I will be doing is the finish off the case comparisons, the clear case comparisons for you guys. And then I'll also review this right here, the Black Web curved glass screen protector, and I'm gonna all do it from this thing now, because that's the one thing. When I had my Note 9, I can record other videos with it, but if I have to do videos or tutorials with my Note 9, like for the cases or the screen protectors, I gotta have the Note in front of the camera instead of behind the camera. And I was using the Sony camcorder, like I said, but the Sony camcorder, it would lose quality when I had to convert the AVCHD format to MPEG-4 format. So this thing records in MPEG-4 right off the gate, and you can also shoot in RAW. But yeah, I'm surprised it did not have the latest firmware yet. So, but that's no problem. I'm gonna upgrade this to the latest firmware, and we're gonna go from there. So this is the unboxing. Man, that took a little bit of time, but so far so good. Highly recommended so far. And I'm gonna, like I said, put the link of the video in my description to Revolution YouTube channel, his review on this Yi camera, for using it for a whole year. So that is it, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your patience, and we'll see you soon for some more videos. Take care and have a great day. Okay, so as promised, here are a couple of pictures and a short video clip. The pictures were done in the default 20 megapixels in auto mode, and the video clip was in 1080p at 60 frames per second. I was going to shoot in 4K, but there was no point since I recorded the whole video in 1080p. So that, as you can see, before the firmware, it had a hard time focusing, but see more videos in the full review. So that is it for the sample clips. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Take care and have a great day.